Hi crewmates, welcome to my channel. Hear the full summary of chapter 1115, the chapter of 17 pages. Title of the chapter 115 is Fragments of Continents. Ogre Child. Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage. Volume 5. Got a bento from Hiyori and Otoko. Yamato is smiling while sees how Hiyori and Otoko prepare a bento for his journey around Wonokuni. The chapter starts where last one ended. We can see more reactions about Vegapunk's words all over the world. In Wonokuni, where Straw Hat Jolly Roger flutters near the castle, people are listening Vegapunk's message with old Orochi's Den Den Mushi. We can see Momonosuke, Kinemon, Otama, and Shinobu eating dangos. Momonosuke. So Joy Boy was a pirate just like Luffy. Shounshider. You know that name? Cut to G4 Marine Base Prison. We see that Damaro Black and his crew are also listening Vegapunk's message. All of them are now cosplaying as Kid Pirates. Damaro is Kid LOL. Fake Kid Pirates. Who would be stronger? Joy Boy or our Captain Kid? 17. Damaro Black, fake. Captain Kid. It's unfair to compare. Since Joy Bay is dead, Vegapunk's broadcast continues while we can see that Luffy, Dory, and Brogy are still running for more Curie. Vegapunk. To explain why Joy Boy was called a pirate, I must first talk about the Void Century. I've only read a small portion of the poneglyphs, but poneglyphs are records of a massive battle fought during Void Century. Joy Boy's enemy was the current world government. War Curry. Vegapunk. Cut to the laboratory, we see that Mars is walking through a corridor and using Conqueror's haki as he walks. It's a very badass panel. After he passes, many Denden Mushi fall to the ground unconscious. Vegapunk. To be precise, Joy Boy enemies were an alliance army of 20 nations that later become world government. In other words, Joy Boy and his group was so sturdy that such forces were needed to fight it. While Vegapunk says this, we can see a panel where Joy Boy, using Nika form that looks like Luffy Gear 5, was fighting multiple kings. Unfortunately, all of them are just silhouettes. Vegapunk continues. Vegapunk. Since I don't possess information on what ignited that battle, I shall describe it as a clash of two types of ideas, and neither side can be defined as good or evil. Cut to Zoo, we can see that some minks like Carrot, that is wearing a new outfit, and Wanda, that is dressed as a musketeer, are listening Vegapunk's message. Zoo is listening it too. Vegapunk. As I mentioned before, the nation where Joy Boy was born was something you wouldn't believe that existed 900 years ago. The weapons that existed in that century of war seem to be crafts that cannot be recreated with today's technologies. And that even includes me, the genius. Cut to Foxy Pirates. They are listening Vegapunk in a shabby small boat. Most of the crew are gone because we only see Foxy. He has mustache and goatee now. Portia and Hamburg. All of them have some bandages and wounds. Foxy. What the hell is he talking about? That peanut head. Portia. Oh boss. By the way, I'm starving. Vegapunk. And that's where our problem stems from. Back to Egghead Island. Edison asks Stussy to run away. She doesn't need to care about Harrier anymore since it's useless against 5 elders. Cut to Nami Group. Nami says they need to hurry since Marine Battleship's ship. We can see too that Zoro and Jinbei almost reach the ship are gathering around Elbaf. Back to Stussy. She's talking with Kaku, very sad. Avoid the nusjuro breaks free from the giants and attacks Bonnie. But Frankie pulls her out of the way to attack. Nusjuro's attack cuts off easily Elbaf ship's figurehead. Nusjuro, you talked too much Vegapunk. All these annoying signs of lives, Stussy don't know what to do. Now that Stella is gone, I've lost my purpose in life. Then, Nusjuro jumps into the air, and Ina, an epic double spread. He cuts the entire cloud under Punk Records in half, freeing all Seraphim and Cypher Paul agents in the process. All of them fall to the lower part of Egghead. Vegapunk's speech continues. Vegapunk. The Void. Century ended with Joy Boy's defeat. However, his downfall. That battle left an irreparable damage on our world. Going from island to island, That is our world today, with sailing itself being difficult. A large amount of our population will only have access to the culture of their own. We see more random reactions. Some people say, of course, ocean is dangerous. We see Shimotsuki village too. Kushiro is listening Vegapunk while kids training. Vegapunk. This is common sense of ours, but this does not apply to the world that existed 1,000 years ago. We can assume that our world used to have several continents, long, long ago. But the catastrophic climate change that occurred during the Void Century submerged the entire world with 200 meters rise in seawater. The islands we are living on right now are merely fragments of those continents that used to exist. The world of 1,000 years ago is now sunk into the depths of water, and nowhere to be found. While Vegapunk talks, we can see another epic double spread showing ruins of cities in the bottom of the sea. We see more reactions around the world, like Revolutionary Army, Dragon, Sabo, Ivankov, in Kamabaka Queendom, or Nojiko, and Genzo in Kokoyashi Village. Genzo. Nojiko. Where are you going? Nojiko. Tell me what he says later. I'm going to check on the Mikan's farm. In Sakura Kingdom, Dalton and Kureha are listening Vegapunk's message with some citizens. Kureha. Hehehe. It seems there are still so many interesting things in this world. We can see too Miss Golden Week, Miss Merry Christmas, and Miss Valentine in the island where New Spider's Cafe is located. People of that island look at a mountain and say they can't believe it was more than 200 meters high in the past. They say too that a lot of people must have died by rise in seawater. Vegapunk's message continues. Vegapunk. Why did the sea level rise during that century? One would reasonably assume that such calamities are usually caused by natural disasters. But after my research, I can say it's impossible that so much change can happen in a span of merely 100 years. I conclude that the calamity was actually man-made. Morgan's. Unbelievable. In World Economy newspaper's headquarters. Morgan's can't believe Vegapunk's words. Vive covers Morgan's mouth to continue listening Vegapunk. Vegapunk. When I detected a rise in sea level across the whole world the other day, I reached my conclusion. The reason and the identity. Can see Mars, Saturn, and Warkari faces while Vegapunk says that last words. Vegapunk. And they are waiting the day they'll be put to use again. The ancient weapons that sunk the world 800 years ago still exist today. Cut to Mary Geoise in the final page of the chapter. Emu, still Shadow, is in the room of flowers playing with the butterflies. Chapter ends with Emu's close up while Vegapunk talks. Vegapunk. In other words, the huge war that occurred during the Void Century has not yet ended. This is it. I hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe my channel if you like this. Comment me how you experienced it. No break next week. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.